Early on in my youth, my parents passed away, and it was a troublesome time for myself. Not only me, but also for my Aunt Janet. She took me in and raised me to be the man I am today, and I thank her every chance I get. Not only for stepping up to the plate, but also for putting up with all my shenanigans. At the time, I was overpowered with rage and anger, and I began to make foolish decisions. But none more foolish than the time me and my pal Johnny Brisket decided we'd break into a house. Why, you ask? I don't know. Johnny double dog dared me, and I was bored. We snuck in through a basement window that was slightly ajar, and when we entered the premises, we began to discuss what we should do. Johnny said he triple dog dared me to take a dump in the living room. All right, I said confidently, but you have to do the same. You're on, Johnny replied. We then crept up the basement stairs and slowly opened the door. It was dark and quite honestly a little bit spooky. All right, let's do this and get the fuck out, Johnny said. My mom's gonna flip if she realizes we aren't in my room. All right, let's go. Johnny and myself, with our backs against the wall, maneuvered our way into the living room. We then began to remove our belts from our pant loops, and then squatted down in unison and took two of the fattest dumps I'd ever seen. Nice one, Johnny said. We then high-fived and pulled up our pants. We turned around to make our exit, but shockingly we were met by an elderly white man with a shotgun. What in Sam hell is that? The man cried out in disgust. I'm sorry. We just couldn't find a bathroom, I nervously responded. Liar, the man said while raising his shotgun at me. You messed with the wrong son, bitch. Mima, get the handcuffs. An elderly, obese black woman then waddled into the living room while mumbling something in a southern accent. She handcuffed me and Johnny, then waddled back to the white man's side. All right, you two assholes, come with me, the elderly man said. We then followed him back into the basement, where he then duct taped us to two old computer chairs. Please, I'm sorry. I'll clean up the poop, I swear. Clean it, the man said in a confused voice. You're going to eat it. The elderly man then whistled, and after a brief moment, Mima began to waddle down the stairs. In her hand, she had two plates of steaming hot shit. Oh, please, for heaven's sake, Johnny cried out. The man pulled an old fold-away table from beneath the staircase and set it in front of me and Johnny. Mima then placed the two plates of poop in front of us. The first one to finish their plate gets to leave unharmed. However, the loser will remain here with me and Mima. Johnny began to cry. Please, don't do this. It smells terrible, Johnny said. Johnny continued to cry while I began to eat the steaming hot turd that sat in front of me. It tasted much worse than it smelled. The texture was odd, similar to spreadable butter. I finished the entire plate and demanded to be let free. Johnny began to freak out even worse as the man unlocked my handcuffs. Go on, get, the man said. Me and your friend Johnny are gonna have us a good old time. I avoided eye contact with Johnny as I ran up the stairs. I took one last look down in the basement before leaving, and all I saw was a pasty white ass and Johnny crying. I ran out the front door and snuck inside my bedroom window and told my Aunt Janet that Johnny's mom said I had to go home. A few weeks later on the news, and it was confirmed that Johnny had been murdered. I didn't tell anybody I was there that night, mainly because I didn't want them to find out that I ate my own feces. So creepy old white man and me, Ma, let's not meet again, because I didn't like the first time we met at all. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and keep on keeping on. Goodbye.